Welcome back to Friday Night Frenzy. Shout out to our sister station KXRM for getting us highlights from an important game for the Western Slope. The Montrose Indians hit the road for a league matchup, taking on the Air Academy Cadets. Can Montrose hold on to that #1 spot, taking their 9th win in a row? Let's get out to the action. Early first quarter, Cadets near midfield, Braden Doherty finds Malachi Ray, who gets just enough for a first down. They'd have to punt though. Later in the first, Montrose in the red zone. Gage Wareham drops back to pass, but he's intercepted by Joey McLaughlin, but the Indians come right back. Wareham with a quick pass to Hunter Duke here. Montrose with the touchdown, leading 7-0 after the PAT. Jumping into the second quarter, Ethan Hartman is going to take the handoff from the 11-yard line. He heads all the way in for a score. Montrose rolls over Air Academy. Let's take a look at that final. The Montrose Indians coming away with another major win. They take it all with a final score of 50-7, remaining undefeated 9-0. Now to Mike with an exciting matchup.
Oh yeah, Jocelyn, it is our game of the week. Delta Panthers hosting undefeated Moffat County. Both teams perfect in 2A West play. You talk about a huge matchup late in the season. This is one of them. Let's get to the game right now. Oh, so hyped for this game. Moffat County starting with the ball, and Gus Butler's going to introduce himself quickly to the Bulldogs, getting a big hit early in the game. But watch this play. It's so hard to see the handoff. Delta surely didn't see it, and now Evan Atkin is picking up big yards to move the sticks. Moffat thinking about that pass game. Ryan Peck, he feels the pressure. He escapes the pocket. He escapes the first tackle, but not going to escape Connor Workman on that far sideline. Bulldogs forced a punt, and here comes the Panthers. We saw it last Friday. We saw it again tonight. Give the ball to Timmy Horn, just chunking away 7-yarder after 7-yarder. I'm not sure we always give enough Delta O-line love, but there was plenty of that in the opening drive for sure. It was here, though, when they went to the passing game, they got in trouble. Logan Hafey got around the edge unblocked. And then how about this? Tyree drops in a beautiful pass there for Damian Gallegos. It slips through his hands, but remember that. We'll get back to it later. But now let's talk about defense. Moffat back with the ball. Atkin trying to find room on the outside, not happening there. The Panthers get to the edge so quickly. Then they have a little screen pass for Atkin. He's going to move the chains here, but the Panthers rush defense would get right back to work, stuffing up the gut. To the second quarter we go. Delta with the ball, but this time it's Moffat coming away with the big stop. Oh no, forcing the Panthers to punt. But like I said, the story is defense. Watch this. Carrillo get that backfield and make a really solid tackle, forcing Moffat County into a passing down. But again, Peck to Atkin, it's working. He's going to hurdle a defender on that far sideline and going to pick up the first down as well. But the drive would stall out, thanks in part to Workman, showing off perfect technique, filling that edge strong in the run game, and then forcing another punt. Remember what I told you to remember Damian Gallegos' drop? Here's the reason why. He's open again downfield, turns up. What a special moment for that kid. With just under 5 minutes in the half, he puts Delta on top 7-0 on a night where 2A is just watching. Moffat County, they'll want to respond, and it starts to script with them going with the hook and ladder play. Atkin making most out of that, getting into Panther territory. Bulldogs trying to ride the wave, going for it on 4th down, but the pass, it's going to be just drops. A short time for the Panthers. They're trying to get one last score in before the half. I don't know what you call this, a fake pitch to a counter. Email me at mkretz@krextv.com. Hunter Gator Goff says that's a first down.com. Nice play call, nice execution too. So too, right here on 4th down and 10. Gutsy play call, going to the sweep. Gallegos says, I got you, keeps the drive alive. Later, with just a few ticks to go in the half, on 4th down, the Panthers go to the air. Not going to be completed, but a flag on the coverage. A flag in the backfield too. Offsetting penalties, that means we got another down to go, another chance to go back to the air, and again the pass ball is incomplete, but again we have got a flag for pass interference. So with 1 second remaining, Delta take one last shot, only this time picked off by Atkin. The Moffat stands there going crazy because he has blockers out in front of him, but it has to be, he comes close to scoring too, but Delta, they do force him out. The full moon says we got extra coverage coming your way. Let's get to the second half. Like I said, this is the go-to, right? Timmy Horn just going to run the rock, just following that big O-line downfield, crashing into the linebackers left and right. Coach Johnson, he's going to take chunks like these all day long. Eventually, though, the Panthers would have to change things up, going for it on 3rd and goal. And how about the old Tim Tebow play? It would have been a spectacular catch from Connor Workman, but he's out of bounds out of the end zone. The Panthers happy to settle for a 2-score lead. Olivas with the big leg puts it through the uprights. 10-0 Delta when we had to leave the game. Let's get to the scoreboard and look at that. How about it? Delta Panthers, they go on to win that one 17-14. What a huge win for the Delta Panthers, giving Moffat County their first loss of this season. Up next, let's do some 2A updates. We're sticking with it. How about Rifle Bears? Oh man, they fell in overtime. 29-28 is your final from Basalt. And then let's keep it going. How about a 3A update? Shout out to the Bulldogs, absolutely taking it to Steamboat Springs. 62-26 is your final. Let's get over to Antonio with some Junction football.
62 points, wow. But hey, GJ still winless on the year at 0-8. The Grand Junction Tigers took on the 5-3 Centaurus Warriors in the late game tonight. Can the Tigers finally get over the hump? Let's get out to Stoker and find out. This one starts off with a bang for the Tigers, who go for the onside kick to start the game and recover it. That's Uzziah Chavez, who not only kicks this with just enough touch, but is also there to secure the recovery. First possession for GJ, third down. Isaiah Biochik is going to lay one up for Braden Prettyman down the Tiger sideline. Prettyman makes the catch despite tough coverage and looks to have gotten his feet down in bounds, but the refs disagree, ruling him out. Tigers back on D now. Landon Grossnickel, he's going to get himself acquainted with Marcus Torres as he delivers the big hit. Tigers were forced to turnover on downs, but they give it right back as Biochis gets plowed on this end around by Logan Mutz. There's a scramble for the ball, and Centaurus' Anthony Medina would come up with the recovery. The Warriors finally start getting it going offensively. Here we're going to get a running back screen. Wait, we got a little bit of a celebration, but we're going to get a running back screen to Sinlay Ning. He's got a blocker out in front and a path, but GJ's Keandre Coates-Lawan is there to make the touchdown-saving tackle. That would prove to be a pivotal play, as just a few plays later, Tanner Rorick would come up with an INT in the end zone. Not the biggest guy, but a ton of grit shown here by Rorick, holding up in man coverage. It wouldn't be long, though, until he was on the other end of a turnover. This next play here, Biochik, he's going to throw up a prayer, but Rory, he's not going to be able to get to it down the sideline. Instead, Ning, he's going to come up with the pick, securing on the sideline. The Warriors are going to take the ball back again, and we're going to have another turnover. As you can see, this game had a lot of back and forth going on. Let's see. Okay, King, he's going to take this handoff. He's getting tackled, and I can't tell who strips that, but the ball comes out. We're going to have a big scramble and fight for the ball. It's one of my former teammates who's actually the white hat, Taylor Schultz. He's going to rule in favor of the Tigers, and we got GJ Ball again in favorable position. The Centaurus defense would hold strong, though. Peyton Brock takes his slip screen and heads up the middle before putting the defender on skates, but he's eventually strung out, and so is this possession for the Tigers. Brock would end up having the last laugh, though. On the ensuing possession, Chance Wood rolls out and makes an errant overthrow that Brock is there to catch. Sometimes it's all about just being in the right spot at the right time. The game was still scoreless when I left, so let's get out to the full screen and check on that final. That game currently is still in progress, but at the last it's final now.
Thanks, Antonio. Oh, it's final. Is it?
Is it final?
It's 7-13. Hey, let's talk about some other games going on. How do you guys feel about doing some top plays? Yeah, there's further. That game's going on tomorrow. Be sure to tune in for that. Let's do some top plays, shall we?
Let's do it right
Who's starting
now.
off?
Me, Zayd Vasquez with the interception off of Mike for a 33-yard run to the end zone. Pretty big for North Fork, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Antonio, get to yours.
Hey, mine is that pick six. You know I'm a defender. I love it. We got a pick six. He just jumps this route absolutely perfectly. I don't even think the quarterback saw him there, and then he opens up the gates and gets out of there.
Absolutely. Hey, let's get to mine. It's Damian Gallegos. Remember this? He has this wide open pass. Tyree puts it on a dime, but it just goes through his hands. Young fella, don't you worry. You're getting another shot, and he gets that other shot late in the second quarter. He putting the Delta Panthers on top. Huge play right there from Damian Gallegos. How you guys feeling?
Pretty good night. I think that was.
We got one left after tonight. That's it for Friday Night Frenzy. For Antonio Clark, for Jocelyn Stafford, I'm Mike Kretz. We'll see you then.